So in a situation, if you don't have something like cotton and Vaseline, or you have a ready supply of a volatile liquid like gasoline, those can be used safely and effectively to get a fire started. So what I have here is a small amount of gasoline, and I'm just going to demonstrate how this works. Now there are a couple of caveats, limitations, things that you should keep in mind. The main thing that's dangerous when we deal with something like gasoline is the fumes. So putting a bit of open gasoline into a closed space and then introducing some kind of spark is where you're going to get a big problem. What we need is an open, relatively well ventilated area and a small amount of gasoline to substitute for that tinder source. Now we've got fumes that are coming off of there. That's the part that's volatile. That's the part that will accept a spark. Now, just for completeness sake, looking at this, I know it's difficult for you to see. I've got probably 2 or 3 tablespoons of gasoline in this case right now. It's filled up to about that much. If you had a situation where you were in a more extreme scenario, you needed a little bit more fuel, you could. But for safety's sake, remember, once the fire started, we're not going to add fuel to that. So we basically have put this together. This is a soda can, some kind of vessel that will hold that in a relatively open, well-ventilated area. And now I'm going to take my metal match, throw a spark, and you'll see how quickly and easily it lights. Now that we've got that small amount of fuel burning, I can put that up ahead of time right at the base of my platform and brace fire starting and put the materials right over the top, just like it was a burning cotton and Vaseline bowl. What we've got here is just a piece of aluminum foil in a shallow depression. Same kind of process that we talked about before with a pop can. Little bit of fuel in there. What's going to burn is actually not the fuel itself, but rather the vapors coming up off of the fuel. Now, volatiles like gasoline, white gas, all of those, lantern fuel, any of those will actually burn with a spark. Notice when I throw the sparks, it literally lights the fumes rather than the liquid itself. A couple words of caution about using fuel in conjunction with fire. First of all, once there's fire burning, never add more liquid fuel. Number 2, never pour fuel all over a fire across a wide area and then light a match and throw it at it. That will end up with a dangerous situation and something that could explode. What we're looking for is a small contained amount of fuel in a well-ventilated area. That's the ticket to using it safely.